If you've seen Star Wars Rebels, you would understand just how legendary the Ghost is. Home to the Spectre crew, this ship has had spotlights in shows like Rebels and Ahsoka, and also some smaller cheeky cameos across Star Wars media like Rogue One. One of the most exciting cameos the Ghost has had was actually being buried deep in one of the Lego tubs that I had bought secondhand off Facebook Marketplace. Half destroyed and covered in hair, dust and grime, this model was an insane find. Today, we're going to go ahead and rebuild this legendary ship to restore it to its former glory. Firstly, we're going to go ahead and disassemble the whole damn thing. Sorry, Hera. The entire model is disgusting inside and out, and so a surface level wash wouldn't be enough. I also think there's pieces on here that's from other sets, so the best course of action is to disassemble the entire thing carefully and then logging and finding all the parts of the Ghost to do a full-scale rebuild. This 2014 model has quite a storied history, including that there is a rare, misprinted, and very valuable minifigure in the first wave of this model's life, black hair Kanan Jarrus. For some reason, the print has black eyebrows and a black goatee. The legs and torso are the same as the normal/fixed brown hair Kanan. So if you did get the 2014 Ghost with the black hair Kanan, you've hit a gold mine. Unlucky for us, the Kanan that's seen to come with this ship was the black haired variant. We are separating all the pieces now with stickers or print, placing them to the side before we start the next step. Now that the ship has been completely disassembled, we're going to go ahead and give it a wash. And luckily for us, we didn't actually break a single piece. Chucking all the non-stickered pieces in a tub, we're going to go and put it under some warm tap water with 1 squirt of dish detergent. I swished all the pieces around, hoping that any gross hair or muck lifts off easily from our coveted plastic bricks. I put a little net catcher in the sink too, as I didn't want any studs or small pieces being washed away down the sink. And while the majority of the pieces were getting their bath, I went back to give these stickered pieces a clean. Using an alcohol wipe and keeping a tissue at the ready, I gently cleaned over each Lego piece thoroughly, followed by quickly drying to make sure no excess moisture got trapped under the original stickers. Funnily enough, one of these stickered pieces snuck through the vetting process and made its way into the wrong tub. It was quickly fished out and dried. No peeling occurred, thank goodness. Getting a pasta strainer out now, I carefully removed some of the water and then moved Lego from the tub to strainer with my hands. While it was in the strainer, it was a perfect time to rinse off any suds off the bricks before laying them out on a tea towel on the table. This took a few strainers worth and was easily the longest step in the entire process. These things just didn't want to dry. After about 2 hours, they were still wet, so I got them back in the tub and placed them in my hot car, hoping that that would actually make them dry quicker. It didn't. And after about another hour or two, I realized that I wouldn't be rebuilding the Ghost today. The audit now started. I grouped up all pieces by color and then went tub to tub looking for any missing pieces that were in circulation. The next few days I was rummaging and rummaging, looking over the pieces checklist provided on the back of the Lego instruction manual. Thank goodness Lego provides these for free on their website, otherwise it would have been very, very tricky. Sometimes you would get lucky and find the piece immediately, and other times you would be searching for 10 minutes looking for the one single tiny piece. Nonetheless, all pieces were found. I had a bit of trouble finding a grey door and a white curved slope piece that fits on the underside at the back end of the ship, but with every single piece accounted for, I would like to present to you 75053, and with 929 pieces, the Ghost. Absolutely iconic, and you wouldn't even be able to guess what this looked like a week prior. I was super happy that this old dog scrubbed up as good as it did. Now, to be fair, there is a few cracked pieces here and there, and unfortunately the 2 lift up flaps on the front of the Ghost keep wanting to rise up, but honestly, what an amazing build. For the minifigures as shown in the last video, Zeb and our Stormtrooper here are looking good and complete, while Hera is unfortunately missing her leg piece and Kanan his torso. Luckily for us, Kanan's torso isn't the one thing that makes his black hair variation super rare, and the torso is the same on the brown and black hair variations, so I just did a quick switch. Moving on to the ship, every feature of this amazing ship was present too. The flaps at the front of the ship that provided storage to both Kanan and Hera's weapons, and extra bright green shootable missiles, all intact. 2 identical escape pods that can fit a member of the Ghost in a daring escape. A removable seat section for the underside ball turret. The pilot seat and small section of inner ship that can be lifted and accessed. The underneath shootable cannons. A 360-degree top gun that can be entirely pulled out and posed. And lastly, the back section of the ship that looks suspiciously vacant. The original Ghost release didn't include the original Phantom, but if you happen to have one on hand, you can easily slot it right in, and voila! The Thunderbird 2 needs its Thunderbird 4, and the Ghost needs its Phantom. Now, in terms of comparing it to the other Ghost, the 75357 Ghost and Phantom 2 brings another type of charm to the table. Of course, one is more accurate, but I believe the original Ghost certainly has a certain type of coolness that makes them complement each other and both come off as awesome playsets. And then we have it, the completed 2014 Ghost. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you really enjoyed, please subscribe. I'm going to hunt down all the pieces of a few more LEGO sets contained in these tubs, and believe me, you won't want to miss it if you're a LEGO fan. Thanks for watching.